Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel where I share amazing videos. For today, I have a vlog here, and in this vlog, I'm going to be showing you how I joined a meat sharing group that blew my mind. You guys, I know things are really expensive now, but there are ways to really cut cost. So on this day we decided to create a group for meat sharing, and we went to the market. The first and most important thing we did was to find a market where things are very affordable in Abuja. I mean a market where they bring things directly from the farm and directly from far north, and we were able to find. So this is the Murtala Mohammed Expressway, and we are on our way to the Day International Market. If you're in Abuja, you should know this market, or you should have heard about this market. It's outside town, so it's actually far from town, but it is quite easy to locate, and I'm going to put more details regarding the direction and how to get here in the box below. And the market has different parts. We're in the livestock part, and even within the livestock part, they made different demarcations for different kinds of livestock, which makes a lot of sense. So this is the cattle section, and as you can see, there are a lot different breeds of cattle, different kinds of cattle, and all that. We came as a team and we were prepared for bargaining and everything. But let me quickly show you around. This section is where they have the goats and ram. Here you can see different sizes of goats, ram of different ages and all that. And I was shocked at this point. I saw a ram of 450,000 naira, and I was like, what? Why so expensive? My expression says it all. And here they have people who take you around to show you what they have for sale, and you can tell them your budget and then they show you the ones of that budget. But what I usually do, which gives me better deals, is that I'll point the biggest ones, or maybe any size of ram that I see, okay, this one looks good. I'll point that one and then I'll start bargaining. Because sometimes when you tell them your budget, they are going to bring small animals for you, and you really need to know how to bargain, which is why I really like the fact that I have a group for this. That way you have more experienced people in the group that actually did the bargaining. You guys are able to slash the price to almost half. But honestly, things are really expensive, so it wasn't so cheap, but it was way better than buying in little quantity. Sharing is way better. Meat sharing is way better, and I recommend it for you. And I saw this place, they also make kilishi. They have different kinds of kilishi here: chicken kilishi, beef kilishi, and all that. And in this market they also sell different kinds of chicken, from broilers, cockerels, guinea fowls, turkey, different prices. And the prices of chicken are between 9,000 to 14,000 naira. The turkey, the price for the local one, they said 70,000, and the foreign one they said 150,000 naira. That's a lot, but you have to bargain. That's the thing. So these chickens were quite big, and we ended up getting them for 12,500 naira. Yes, and they were really heavy, so you have to really bargain. And they sell camel here too, but I didn't make inquiries for this because that's not what I came for. But let me show you the cattle we saw and their prices. So this one was going for around 500,000. This one was going for 1.2 million naira. So there are a lot of them, but prices here generally range from 300,000 to 5 million naira. Yes, I saw a cow for 5 million naira here. So this part of the Kara is where okay, I didn't mention this earlier. Kara is simply a place where they gather the animals for sale. And this part is where they put the really massive ones that are going as high as 5 million naira. And do you know the funny thing? Most of these ones have been bought already. People have money. Oh. So there are different kinds of cattle, like I said. So coming to the group that I talked about for the meat sharing, I mean, that's why we came to the market. We had to really scout. We had to really look. Like I said, we came as a group, and I brought people that have A1 in bargaining. And bargaining is very important when you're doing anything like this. And this was the very massive bull that they chose. I told you, my group, we have good eye. After that, you have to move whichever one you bought, you have to move it to this section of the market where they do the whole butchering, they do the whole slaughtering, cleaning of the cattle and everything. All that will go on in this part of the market. This is how they do the slaughtering. This part of the process is done by staff that are in the markets already, so that one is for them. They know how they do their thing and all that. After slaughtering, they have to wash thoroughly. they do this. And one good thing I like about this particular place is that the environment is, at least if we're being honest, for Nigerian standard, the environment is quite clean, and they have clean water, steady clean water, so they easily wash the place and everything. As you can see, they've done the whole removal of the hair, and now they're trying to wash thoroughly to remove the char on the body of the bull. And after thoroughly cleaning the bull, the next thing would be to cut into smaller bits, and it's from those small bits that the sharing properly will now start. And this meat is actually shared according to the number of people involved. They have a standard for a slot, then you now choose the slots that you want. You guys, this was me trying to carry the head, and it is super heavy. I didn't even know it was this heavy. So for the sharing, like I said, they share it according to the number of people involved. And the standard for this particular meat sharing group I talked about, this meat sharing group is called the Chief Butcher. So it's a group of people that really know the market and everything about meat sharing, fresh meat, and all of that. So they are my plug, and that's why I'm bringing this here, because I've patronized, I've joined the group, I know everything about the group. They are really transparent, and they made everything seamlessly easy for me. They can even deliver to you. You don't have to be here at all. I went there because I am a vlogger, so I like to take the process and know everything that is happening. And when it comes to budget for sharing, there are different slots. They have from one slot, half slots, quarter slots. It depends on what you want. I like the fact that these things are actually done in such a way that you can actually choose what you want. It's still within your budget. What you want is what you can afford, is what you're going to go for. It's not something that you cannot achieve. And the best and most unique part about the Chief Butchers group is that for each slot for a particular person, you're going to get absolutely every part of that bull. Every part must be found in each slot, and that is really, really cool. So for each slot, it depends on the size of the bull. If they have a really big bull for sharing, the price of a slot will be higher. If they have a smaller one, yeah, but generally slots go from around 45,000 to 120,000. So they make it very easy for people. And like I said, you can get half a slot, one slot, two slots, it depends on you. And for this particular day of sharing, this was my share, and this was half a slot. You can see the plenty thick meat. When I got home, I was like, what? This is a lot for me. So and you can see I'm trying to show you that there are different parts of the meat in my own share. So like I said, you get every part of the bull, every part of the bull. You guys, look at the thick meat I got. And like I said, mine was half a slot for the big bull I showed you. And for goat's meat, you also do the same thing. There are different slots for goat's meat. I was trying to weigh the goats to know which one was bigger, but these are quite big. And we ended up taking two of them because there were several people that wanted to share from the goat's meat as well. So we did half goats. I did half for the goats. So they can share quarter for the goat, and they can share half. They can do full goats. It comes with the head, the legs, the intestines. Same thing with the beef. So you're getting every part. It's a full goat that they are sharing. And this, believe me, this is way cheaper than buying from the market. Maybe if you're buying 1 kilo or you want to buy 10 kilos, this is actually way cheaper. Fresh meat, the quality is another thing, because they try to scout. One thing about choosing the cattle that you want to slaughter is that you have to actually look for good ones. You have to look for the ones that are not diseased and all that. They are not suffering from one thing or the other. And that's why I really, really recommend the Chief Butcher. They know what they are doing. The group, they really know what they are doing. So like I said, for the goat meat, I did half. You can do quarter, you can do any amount. And they also give the freedom of selecting the goats that you want to. I showed different goats from the beginning of the video. They give you a room to select which goats that you want and all that. And for me, I just wanted to see behind the scenes and how everything works. They do home delivery for really fresh and quality meat. They package it well, send to you. Look at meat now. See quality meat. You guys, this meat sharing is, I'm glad I discovered this. I'm glad I now do this. It's making everything really easy for me. This meat is going to last for months. High quality meat delivered to you. at your doorstep. So it's really recommended. So after doing the entire meat sharing, we went for chicken, and in this particular section of the market, they do everything chicken, guinea fowl, and everything. The market also has a place where they sell food stuff, and at the point of making this video, a basket of tomatoes was going for 38,000 naira, and you can bargain very well if you intend to go to this market, and the price will drop, sometimes they will increase, so it depends on a number of factors. And they have smaller baskets that you can easily choose from. You mustn't buy a full basket. So this one was going for around 10,000 naira. These smaller ones were going for 4,500 for this first basket, and the other ones were going for about 2,000 naira 500. And a quarter bag of onions was going for 55,000 naira. Onions is now the new gold. So this is what the 55,000 naira onions looks like, and they have different sizes that you can easily choose from. So I packed everything and I went home, and when I got home I was exhausted but I still had time to pack the meat in different Ziploc bags. And this is just the beef, just beef, and I used this amount of Ziploc bag. I had to partition them into different types of meat for a particular Ziploc bag, and I was really amazed at the quantity of meat I got and the freshness. So that's it. I'll put more details in the box below. Thank you so much for coming this far. Thank you for staying this long, and don't forget to go through my YouTube channel. I have more amazing videos for you. Bye.